Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode on Stockertim, the investors channel. Welcome to Stockertim. Today, the 11th of April 2025, I just have these three stock picks, especially now that we are in a period when we just need to hear that President Trump or President Xi Jinping have started or they've decided to speak or start negotiating. At the moment, there's no negotiation between these two people. However, should we get a breaking news that China and the US have now agreed to start talking to actually negotiate a trade deal to put an end to the hostilities on tariff and counter tariff and all that. There are about three stocks that were heavily affected, were um, heavily downgraded or sold. That these stocks, they are mega cap stocks. They are part of the seven stocks, the magnificent seven stocks. So these stocks, if we should get that breaking news, they are likely to see one of the most highest moves in the last couple of years, if not decades. I will just talk about these stocks and why I think that news or breaking news, or whenever we get this news, these stocks will actually rally because they've been heavily sold just because of this news. Come with me. Just before I go ahead, if you are making any decision, make sure you do your due diligence or consult your financial advisor. Every information shared on this channel is for information and education purpose only. So make sure you do your due diligence or consult your financial advisor. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe, put on your notification bell so that you don't miss any episode. Also, give this video a like because more people will be able to see this video. Join us on X tonight. We are having a space, the global stock market update. Also, join us on Stockertim on TikTok and also Stockertim Live on Instagram. Come with me for today's episode. So, the first stock that I actually think is going to actually have a major rebound is Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA. Nvidia is the world's largest maker of semiconductor chips or processors, GPUs made or used in the AI and data center ecosystem. Nvidia is majorly the ecosystem bellwether tech giant, and Nvidia really has seen a huge sell-off in its stock. As a matter of fact, Nvidia has lost about 18%. If you can follow the chart, Nvidia has lost about 18% of its valuation of its market capitalization since this trade war started. It has recovered a bit. It has recovered, gained about 26% back. But Nvidia is likely to reclaim all of these losses should we get the announcement that President Trump or President Xi Jinping have agreed to actually start negotiating. These three picks are part of our top picks for this year. However, looking at the great recovery trade that I've been talking about for the past 3 days, I actually believe these three stocks, starting with Nvidia, are actually positioned to move. Why? Because Nvidia is heavily exposed to China. Nvidia, yes, some of these is highest range of GPUs are not allowed to be sold in China, especially what President Biden did before he left office. But indirectly, Nvidia GPUs are still finding their ways into China, either through Hong Kong or Singapore, and Nvidia really needs that good news. And I believe Nvidia is likely to start even reclaiming all what he has lost in the last 1 year, apart from gaining back the 19%. The next stock I'll be talking about is yours truly, Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Apple, really, you can see on the chart, it has lost about 20 to 21%. Is actually tried to gain back about 11% in the last 5 days when we got the news that there is a pause on this tariff. Why is Apple really prepped up for this recovery trade? Because Apple sells close to about 30, or if a bit more than 30% of its of its business is in China, despite the fact that Apple's business has been on a decline. But even manufacturing of these devices are in China. The supply chain, everything is still tied to China. Yes, Apple is trying to push into India to get to actually take some of this manufacturing to India, but India is still a very, very small fraction compared to what China has. So if we are going to get a negotiation or a trade deal that will be worked out, everything is still on stalemate. Apple is really prepped up to at least gain back close to about 70% of what, or 80% of what it has lost this year in its market cap. The last but not the least stock is Amazon. Amazon is the world's e-commerce platform. Yes, Amazon doesn't necessarily do business as an e-commerce platform in China, but Amazon has a huge chunk of its supply chain. A huge chunk of Amazon suppliers are also in China, and they sell globally to the Amazon ecosystem, to the Amazon marketplace. I actually believe very much that Amazon has seen this 17% loss. As a matter of fact, if you had the 17% to the 12% Amazon gained back in the last 5 days, you can actually see that Amazon lost well over 30 to 35% of its market cap. So why is Amazon prepped up for this? A whole lot of the Amazon suppliers, Amazon merchants in China are going to find it very difficult to actually compete or even sell these goods in the first place when they have tariff that is now over 100%. So it's not realistic, and that's why Amazon saw a major drawdown. So that's basically why Amazon will actually leap for joy. This stock is going to have a major rebound. So these three Magnificent Seven stocks, Nvidia, Apple, and Amazon, are prepped up for this recovery, and they are actually on a discount as we speak. However, do you want to time when this phone call will come in? I don't necessarily think so. I don't think anyone is going to be able to predict human behavior. Even as an investor, it's not also realistic because the market can actually move against you. We could have more escalation even on the military side of things, and this could actually not augur well. So as an investor, what should you be doing? You should not necessarily predict the market. You shouldn't short the market in the short term, or long the market also in the short term as well. Don't even take the opposite side of the trade. Buy your way into the stocks. Live every day as we remain in this uncertainty. Live every day as a special day, and you'll be able to actually get the best of this when a deal is in the making or there's an announcement for a deal to be made. So that's all we have for you today. We've talked about Nvidia, Apple, and Amazon as the three of the stocks that are likely to have a huge comeback should we get the announcement that the market has been waiting for, that China and the US will agree to start negotiating and stop this escalation. We could have further escalation. We could have a drawdown in the escalation and not even a negotiation, and we could actually have the good news, which is a stop to escalation and a kickstart for negotiation and diplomacy. Thank you so much for watching. Please join us on X at 8 p.m. tonight, on Stockertim, on TikTok, and also Stockertim Live on Instagram. Keep investing, keep growing. Till next time. Take care. Bye bye.